Yeah, I think it's a struggle, and like coming from the business owner side, I'm sure you all are affected by this as well, and I think we've kind of hinted at this already. But when a funder, I'm not giving any actual numbers here, but let's say we look at TRICARE rates in Texas, maybe it's $65 an hour for a tech, somewhere around there. When a funder takes that $65 an hour rate and then they say, okay, we're lowering the rates by 30% as of next week. What do you
Hmm.
what do you do? You have no choice but to
Yeah.
say either I'm going to cut wages, I'm going to cut hours, I'm going to force people to do more billables,
Hmm.
I'm going to cut training. Like, what else do you do? And so we're in this like race to the bottom of
Hmm.
how poor quality can we provide
Yeah.
services to make a semblance of a profit so that we can pay ourselves and pay our staff. And I
Hmm.
feel like that's kind of where we're headed, right? And
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean, that's
terrible.
what I've been like thinking for the last 20 minutes too, or even longer. But it's like and then when you brought up like what was the model here,
Yeah.
because it's,
Hmm.
we are like, our model is based on billables, but there's a lot of non-billable stuff that we need to provide for our
Yep.
team.
Hmm.
Training being minimal
Yes.
of that,
Yes.
right? And being able to individualize training and meet our staff where they're at. And, then there's the whole like session note and data collection conversation and
Recoupment audits that they
recoupment
have to go
audit,
through.
like, and,
Yeah.
there's just there's a lot
Mhm.
going on that I found myself, Stephen and I were having a conversation, I don't know, a few weeks ago. We were on a walk, and I just, like, completely unfiltered conversation, and I was like, well, should BCBAs open businesses, is that if they don't have the money, if they're just relying on billables, if there's no other money coming in, should we be opening businesses? I mean, I know we did. I mean, like, we didn't have like a pot of money when we opened our
Right, right,
business.
right.
Um, you know, that's one thing to look at too. But then that brings us back to like the billable rate.
Yeah,
Like
the model has to work. It
like
has to be
what
financially
how do we make
sustainable.
this work so
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
yeah, so that it is sustainable, but we're continuing to to have quality services and provide quality employment to our staff so that they can provide quality services.
Right.
I mean, it comes down like everything else, right? Like money, right? Like, where does the money come from and how do we do it? And like, we all want to work less for more money because we want that balance.
Sure.